Welcome to Mr. Whiskers the Podcast. So, see, what happened was I'm here by myself right now because my person who does me hosted is in jail. But I got him on the line right now, and we're going to try to make this work. Austin, are you there?
Yep. So, see, what happened was she's in the car by herself.
Yes, I'm in the car by myself.
And I'm in jail.
He's in jail.
I went to court Friday, the release day of our first Mr. Whiskers podcast.
Which I hope everybody enjoyed.
We had 17 views. We're fucking rich.
We're rich. We're rich.
My God.
We're gonna get you out, baby.
Probably not. We don't have any sponsors.
No sponsor. No Energen.
I gotta, no Energen. We kind of burned that bridge from day one.
You screwed the pooch there.
Yeah. So basically what happened was we had court, I had court Friday for a, not carrying my insurance with me in my car.
Something really small.
Because I lost it in the move. But you know what he pulled me over for?
Well, yeah.
The state trooper pulled me over for not having a light bulb on my license plate.
There's so many people who don't even have license plates.
Exactly. And so he's like, yeah, you got to go to court on the 6th. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I go in there, they call my name, and I brought up my proof of insurance that I had.
Right there.
Right? Like, when I got pulled over, I had insurance. I just didn't have the card with me. And boom, bang, boom, Bob's your uncle. She's like, you go to jail. And I'm like, why do I go to jail when I brought the proof of insurance with me? And then here comes the bailiff, grabbing my tits, rubbing me down in oil.
It was kind of weird, the oil part. I wasn't really expecting that one.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
He took me in the back, and I'm in jail now.
I think it's because you're resistant with the oil.
I probably was resistant with the oil.
Yeah, and he was like, you know what? Take you to jail.
You go to jail.
You go to jail.
And I said, you listen here. I hope you don't have to use Energen, Mr. Bailiff Man, because you're gonna close the tube and a door, and you're not gonna breathe anymore. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm high on crack right at the moment. So maybe that's why I went to jail, because I went to court on crack.
Oh my God, this is getting out of control.
You ever go to court on crack?
Don't think I've had the pleasure.
I know the woman before us did.
I don't think she was on crack. I just think she came in high.
No. That. But no, I'm not in jail. I got nollied. I walked up there, had to wait after like 12 people.
Because
and then
you
I stepped up. Yeah,
let everybody else sign in before you. It's like, we had to pick up somebody up in an hour.
And we did. But the thing is we, I was counting the people. Mm-hmm. Who's got the worst charge.
It was all traffic. Nobody got the worst charge.
And the woman that I went behind had the worst charge.
Well, yeah.
She wasn't matched. Didn't have matching clothing. She
had like a comic book top with a I don't know what the bottom was doing. It looks like she's not a morning person. Yeah. I would say that. She doesn't look like a morning person.
And so the issue was she got pulled over for not having a kid, I'm not going to say the age, and a seatbelt or a booster seat.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have a seatbelt on herself because she was allergic to the seatbelt.
I mean, out of all the lies you can tell a police officer, that's the lie you're going to pick. I'm allergic to the seatbelt. It's made out of fabric. You're wearing clothing.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you could be allergic to that.
You're wearing the same fabric
as the seatbelt right now. Polyester.
Polyester.
Like, it's Then you should be allergic to the seat that you're sitting in.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone was like, why aren't you wearing your seatbelt? I'd be like, because I start my car and I just go and I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to wear my seatbelt. How about that? You ever thought about that?
I'm too big for my seatbelt.
No,
how about
not.
that?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm saying like that's one of the things I would say. I'm too big.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know, my lady frontals get in the way and it chokes me. It chokes me all the time. So like,
you know what lady frontals means? Ladies and germs.
Boobs.
Boobs.
It means boobs.
Big old
lady frontals.
Frontals.
Everyone should now call their boobs lady frontals.
That's right.
That's all I say.
Anyway.
Back frontals is your back. And your back. Sorry. Back frontals is your back.
That bitch got some back frontals. Oh, look at this back frontals.
Oh, those are nice back frontals.
Yeah,
it matches her front frontals.
Imagine that. Having boobs on your back and your front.
Oh, God. That would suck. Imagine the fact. Imagine trying to put that bra on. That would be... You're always going to get a titty popping out.
Yeah.
You got one of your tits secure.
It's like that, oh God, what is that movie? It's like making fun of, like, who played her? Oh God. So, let me think here. It's like back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Where they were making spoofs and everything.
Okay.
And it had that, shorter, like the small person, black male, that he was really big in the 90s and everything, and maybe it was Gwyneth Paltrow that played her, but she was like really big and disgusting.
Oh, Shallow Hal.
No, oh no, that's Shallow Hal.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, pardon. Don't you be beeping at me. I don't know. It was some type of movie where she was like really fat and like disgusting, and then she had liposuction, and then she still has like a fat personality, but she's skinny.
Oh my God, I've never seen that.
Oh God, we have to watch it.
I've never seen it.
But it's just like there was a part where she was like, it was like the very beginning where she was dancing, and she did like the Marilyn Monroe thing on a grate, and it started blowing up, and you see like her nasty legs and her bloomers.
Oh my God!
And one of the guys took the nail gun and
oh my God!
It just dropped.
That sounds like a movie that I would never watch.
Yeah, but anyway, what I'm talking about, back frontals.
Yeah,
is she's dancing and everything, and like towards the guy, and then she jumps around to show him her butt, and her boobs stay in the same place. And the guy's like, ah!
Oh my gosh.
Like, no, those are some back frontals.
That sounds like back frontals.
Back frontals. So anyway, not in jail. Everything's great. Wonderful. I'm on probation though. Anyway. You want to talk about what I did to my mom? About that?
No, not really.
No? Okay.
No. I feel like we've been on the subject too long.
No. It's only been almost 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We've had the intro in about 9 minutes. No.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you got anything to talk about? I mean, I got a few stuff.
Well, let's get to talking.
Let's get to talking.
Yeah.
Let's get to talking. Pulling up the notes.
Alrighty.
Pulling up your notes.
Not my notes, your notes.
I do want to tell you this though. I kind of cut ties with Mr. Whiskers because he was so mean to you.
He was very mean to me. He was very rude. I was not expecting that.
No, it was very upsetting. I was like, "Are you serious, Mr. Whiskers?"
I was trying to save his life, and nothing. I get nothing from it. Nothing. He just used me for momentum to cross the street.
Yeah. He's a butt. Anyway, so I got two topics here.
All right.
What kids say nowadays.
Okay.
And a woman called Wendy Wildhog.
Wendy Wildhog.
You want to start with that one?
Yeah, let's start with this Wendy Wildhog.
All right. So Wendy Wildhog, she is on the TikToks.
She's
on the TikToks, and this woman, I'm going to be honest, is kind of insane.
Sounds like she's Wendy Wildhog.
And every video she does, she gets crazier with it. So basically what she does is she sees an open window, or as one of the videos I'm about to show you, a Christmassy house. And she opens the door or opens the window or whatever and yells into a random house, "Can I get a oh yeah?" in a random house. And then she runs off. Yeah, you've probably seen her.
Yes, I've seen her. I've seen her. Now, I didn't know her name was Wendy Wildhog. That's kind of weird. Well, she is quite wild.
Yes.
She is quite wild. My thing is this literally a random house?
See, and that's where I'm kind of differing from it.
You know,
because I don't want it to be a random house, but I want it to be you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let me show you this first one. This is her first ever one, that she did, and I'll post this on the on YouTube. So if you wanted to see the video, go to YouTube, and or if you're already here, welcome. And you'll see the video.
Right.
So I'm gonna put this up to, what do you think I should put it up to? The microphone or the computer here?
I think you'll be able to hear it perfectly from the computer.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get a whole year in hobbycraft.
It's a laugh for me. I was like, she is so tickled by what she's doing that everybody's all like,
"Oh, shut up, Wendy."
My thing is like, she is so tickled by it, but nobody else is because she's so tickled by it. It's like, you took my tickleness away from me because you are overly tickled. So it's like, she doesn't give people time.
There's two guys in the aisle.
They're just looking at her.
What the fuck
like,
is wrong with this?
What is, for one, what did you just say? Two, why is it funny? Because I'm still confused that you even said anything when I'm just trying to look for craft items.
You know,
like,
to this day, she's probably still laughing.
Yeah, she probably goes back and looks at all her videos and just has like hours worth of comedy to herself.
She has the works.
Yeah.
I got another one. I got two more here. And just a full warning, they get crazier and crazier every time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they do.
Look at that puppy dog.
The puppy dog running.
Oh, I love the snow. The peanut butter box is here.
That bush just ate.
Yeah, oh, God. The bush is a mimic. Anyway, here's the next one.
I'm gonna do a whole year in a letterbox. Gonna get an whole year in letterbox.
God, she has the slowest run, and she sounds like a little piglet running off. I'm like,
she ran away from that letterbox the slowest she ever could.
It was a slight walk jog. They'll never catch me.
They're like, dude, I'm right behind you, and I'm walking at a normal pace.
Oh, you can't get me. Like a leprechaun.
Can we just talk about how loud she yelled that?
Right. It just...
She's like,
if that is someone's house,
she would never make it in America.
No,
because we got guns here, brother.
Guns here, and
we got cracking guns.
Nobody will find that. Nobody will find that hilarious here. It's like, you just touched my property.
Yeah, and it's time to die.
It's like, no, we don't play that game.
No.
Oh, gosh.
So here is the third one, and this is probably the best one. Gonna be honest.
Really?
Found a nice Christmassy house, so I'm gonna do a whole year. See, nice and Christmassy.
Here's the tap.
Yeah, the little single tap.
Gonna get a whole year in a random house.
I I swear to goodness, if someone opened my door and did that, I would lose my crap. I would be all like, who and what? Because it's like, it sounds like a dude. Like a dude that's like literally keeps 5 cigarettes in his mouth at once and smokes them all 5 cigarettes at once. That's how her voice sounds. And I be all like, is that is it a demonic, like something in my house?
Yeah. Like, are you okay?
Like,
are you okay?
Did she wake up one day and said, I just want to be eccentric and just randomly do stuff for views on TikTok? I feel like this should be my niche.
Oh my God. I'm sorry that I laughed so hard at that one. I don't understand it.
I know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure she's a great person and everything.
Not if she's opening random people's houses and saying random
she
stuff.
Had that little, like, I don't know if it was like a witch thing, but she just.
Yeah, like she just tapped it with like.
Very tight, like very small tap.
I feel like she was all like, I should knock because I'm not welcome. But then she's like, wait, I'm supposed to be doing it in a random house. Oh. It was like her brain was fighting with her whether to knock or not.
She hesitated on the tap.
I don't want them to know I'm coming. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, in a random house. All right. Well, that was an event.
Event.
I don't know what happened. Some technical difficulties. From being a sweet little tiny little woman.
What does that got to do with technical difficulties? Are you saying my sweetness made the computer go cray-cray?
Yeah, I think it did.
Well,
because excuse you. Pardon. I'm gonna go to bed now. No, it was just really weird because something popped up on my computer and it stopped the recording.
See?
What is happening here?
It's the fates.
It's not the fates.
I'm just saying.
It's not the fates.
I'm just saying.
No, you're not just saying because you're being an angry little tiny little baby.
Let's address the elephant in the car.
Sorry.
My speech impediment.
No, you don't have a speech impediment.
I have a speech impediment, and I want everybody to know that I know I have a speech impediment because when I was young, I went through 3 years of speech therapy. There, I said it.
There, she said it.
And now that I'm older, my past speech impediment is coming back to haunt me.
You don't have a speech impediment. The only person that can hear a speech impediment is you.
Because I have a speech impediment.
You don't have a speech impediment. You want to have a speech impediment.
I don't want to have a speech impediment, but I know I have a speech impediment. So, there. I addressed the elephant in the car.
You know what? How about this?
What?
Say, can I get a whole yeah and randomly kiss?
Can I get a whole yeah in the random house?
Oh, God. We're only 19 minutes in.
This is going to be a tough one.
This is going to be a tough one.
So we talked about
having a whole yeah in a random Christmassy house.
After the witch tap, as you call it.
The witch tap. Yeah, it's called the witch tap.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We got to get another microphone.
We do.
We'll start looking on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, real cheap one.
Yeah.
A dynamic one.
A dynamic.
Or a compressor. Probably a compressor.
Like one like these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it doesn't like really pick up anything around the aura of it.
Okay.
So we'll figure it out.
We need 2 or 1?
Just 1.
Okay.
And then you can use the new one and I can use my little baby there.
Okay, that works.
My tiny little scrumptious little baby.
Then if I get a microphone for me, I'm going to get it colorful and pretty.
Yeah. Oh, so basically what happened with the last episode was we had 2 microphones.
But one wasn't picking up.
But her microphone wasn't picking up.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that until literally yesterday, like Saturday.
Right, when we try to go through and find out why.
Yeah. So that's basically why she's really low. Mm-hmm. So I'm using the computer at the moment until we get a new microphone.
Yep. And hopefully we can get this.
Yeah, hopefully episode 3
will be like the one, the only episode 3 of Mr. Whiskers.
Mr. Whiskers, the podcast.
Yep. Because you can't have 2 3s. You can only have 1 3.
Yes.
That's what I'm meaning.
I get you.
Because you can only have 1, 2, and 1, 1.
What if it's just like the first one can barely hear you? The second one, you can barely hear me.
Right.
I doubt you can barely hear me.
Well,
because
yeah.
I got a loud voice.
You do got a loud voice compared
and
to
that's
mine.
why I'm using the computer, because she be like,
well, you want me to talk like, what was her name? Winston Charleston?
Winston Charleston? Wendy Wildhog.
Wendy Wildhog.
She just starts screaming, oh, yeah, Wildhog.
Yeah, I'd be like, let's talk about Mr. Whiskers. I can't. Oh, God. Okay, never mind.
Cut this down just a little bit, because we're starting to get real loud here. Just so we don't kill nobody's ears. I'm just cutting it down to, see, a 98. A good 98%. Okay. See, look at it now. Now you can't barely hear us. Whoa!
What if one day someone will say, oh, yeah, back to her? And it would be the greatest highlight of her life.
Right there. That's a topic right there. Actually, the last video she posted was on like the 26th, I think, of last month, December. And she's like, I found an open window and I'm going to get oh yeah. And then she goes up to the window, does the window. You know what, ladies and germs? We'll get this figured out one day.
One day we will. I think you need to take that program off there.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I really don't. Yeah. Anyway, she does the witch tap. And, she yells, oh, yeah, you great man, you know, in an open window. And she said, can I get a oh, yeah? And someone, yells back. Gets scared.
So I guess that's saying that she's probably not going to be doing it again?
I don't know. She hasn't done it since.
Yeah,
and it's just like, and of course she did her run away.
Yeah.
Like the second one we saw.
The saunter.
And
she does.
It's a little weird. A little weird, to be honest with you. Anyway, I guess Wendy Wilhog is kind of cursing the computer, because ever since we started talking about her, it's been cutting off.
Right. So let's move on to the next.
Yeah, let's move on to the next.
What was the next thing you wanted to talk
Your
about?
speech impediment. We need to talk about that.
We just did talk about the speech impediment.
I'm joking. You don't have a speech impediment. So
I have a slight speech impediment.
She does have a slight speech impediment.
Things kids say. Is that what the one you wanted to talk about?
Do a foyer in a letterbox.
Yeah, things kids say nowadays.
Yeah, things kids say nowadays.
So check this, brother.
Brother?
I didn't tell you about this. So when I brought this topic up to you, you talked about, they say thur.
Yeah, thur.
As in dur.
Yeah.
They just say thur.
Thur.
And it's just like, no. I was sitting at the library, and this is what it brought up. I was sitting at the library the other day, printing off some D&D sheets for the D&D game, you know.
And we just lost 6 viewers.
Huh? Oh, yeah, no. Out of 17. So I was printing off sheets and everything. And it was after school. Kids started coming in. And these kids started coming in and everything. And they're disgusting.
How are they disgusting?
They say some raunchy ass 25-year-old shit.
That's because that gaming crap that they do.
The gaming?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Gaming doesn't affect them. No. Trying to be cool because they think being a slut is being cool.
Well, were they girls or were they boys?
It was girls.
Oh.
All the boys were just fine.
Oh. Well, I blame the TikTok then.
Yeah, I 100% blame
no
social
offense.
media in general.
Oh, I blame just television nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
You can't change the channel without seeing a cock.
Well, you can't change the channel without almost seeing a woman's hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, I never really thought about it until, because I watched it and, like, literally, on every normal television. Let's talk about normal television.
Normal television.
I'm not even talking about cable. I'm talking about like your average normal local stations, like your CBS, your ABCs, your NBCs. Mm-hmm. The commercials on there, no matter what time of day, have some innuendo of some sexuality.
Yes.
You know, whether it be blatant or not, there's some form of sexualness in there. And it's like, you can't get away from it. Even through Family Time, like, they're literally showing a Disney movie, family movie, and you get a random hoo-ha or them talking about something sexually on a commercial or whatever.
Yeah.
Or an advertisement for a show that's going to be running through the prime time Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. You're going to see them making out or whatever. You know, it's like, okay, I get it. That's a show for an adult.
I didn't know CBS turned into Cinemax.
Right. Like, it seems like there's no... Yeah, because, you know, back in the day, Cinemax was like, you know...
Soft core.
Yeah, it's like all those shows on Cinemax are going to be, you know, frisky kind of thing.
Rated PG-13.
Or R, you know.
Even though you see the PP.
But, like, now every channel is like that. You know? And I'm like, granted, it's a different time, different, you know, era.
Witches like, don't control everything now. Witches don't control everything now.
What witches?
I was talking about. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of totally off topic.
No, it's not. It don't matter. Anyway, just continue.
Now I lost my train of thought.
Well, God damn it. So.
That was that random thing. I was like, what? What are you talking
I'm sorry. You were talking about the TVs nowadays, the Cinemax. And, you know, just stuff being nasty.
Yeah. And it's like, there's no more local television. I totally lost my...
I mean, MeTV's clean.
Yeah, because it's for, like, older people who were raised in that generation who...
True.
They show the couple sleeping in two different beds when you know in logic they don't sleep in two different beds.
Yeah.
But they were raised on that generation where they slept... on TV, they slept in two different beds. That was a couple. A couple was a room, not a bed. Kind of thing. And that's why they don't show that stuff. They just show about how you need to call your Medicare provider and make sure that you're getting the right Medicare kind of stuff.
And that's the only place I see that Camp Lejeune commercial on MeTV.
It's MeTV.
And it's just like, ooh.
Because you know one of those people watching it most likely did so.
Hold on just a damn minute. I was in Camp Lejeune between 1965.
Susan, get that number off that there TV.
I can't read it.
I can't either.
Well, guess I'm just gonna die. Guess we're gonna be broke forever, Susan.
I could have got me some money. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna come on. Nope. Here I go.
It's going to show it like 16.
I'm dying right now.
It's going to show it like 16 different times throughout this whole broadcast of the show. No, that's 30 minutes.
But basically, I got to tell you some of the shit I heard. I'm sorry. And to the younger viewers, I really hope there's not younger viewers in this.
Right.
Cover your ears. Because I'm about to say some nasty curse words.
But my question is, how old were these?
The oldest, 12. The youngest, probably 9.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, goodness.
It's mainly the 12-year-olds
okay.
that were saying this stuff.
All right.
They would say, fuck.
Oh.
GD.
Oh.
Poop. You know?
Like actual poop, or are they saying the S?
The S, shit. They're saying shit.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Kids, it's not cool to cuss.
It's not cool to cuss.
Don't cuss. It's not.
Do you remember how you felt when you were like in middle school? You're just all like, I can say any word I want.
I'm like, hey, Tim, you want to hear something really cool?
Yeah, what? Fudginators.
Yeah. He's like, Miss Shines, Austin said the F word. I said fudge, you fucking idiot.
You know, my thing is like, my first cuss word was the S word.
Shit.
And I blame my sisters because they made me say it. My sisters are 9 years older than me, so you know they were saying these cuss words for years, you know.
Oh, goddamn.
Bad butts. But they're all like, hey, you want to learn a new word? And of course, me being young and stupid, I'm like, yeah, my sisters are going to hang out with me for once. I get to learn a new word. And like, they're all like, okay, so say she. I was like, she? And then say it. I'm like, it? Now say it really fast together. And of course, it came out.
Shit.
Yeah. And I was like, and they're like, oh, you said a bad word, so they sabotaged me.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
they were like, hey, let's teach you a new word. Say the new word. You're bad. You're going to hell for saying the bad word.
Pull religion into it.
So I'm all like, oh, Mom's going to find out. I'm going to get in trouble.
So, I just want to put this out there, too. But basically what I was saying, these kids are nasty.
If they have a potty mouth at that, like...
Oh, no,
age,
it gets worse.
Oh, goodness.
So, these girls went into the bathroom together, like 5 of them. Like, why are you all going to a singular toilet bathroom?
Probably to wipe poop on the wall.
More than likely.
I'm just saying, girls can be nasty sometimes.
Here's the thing. And mind you, she's 12. She's got a phone. She got earrings.
See that? Oh,
no, blah, 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 blah.
Purse, probably.
She was telling one of her friends that was standing behind me. I'm sitting there doing my thing. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
She's like, Michael said he wants to see my tatas. And I'm thinking about sending him a picture.
Oh,
and
my God.
I looked up towards the library woman, and she's just like, open mouth, wide eyes. And I look at her like, is this bitch fucking crazy?
Oh, gosh.
I just want to throw that, bitch, you're 12. Sit down.
Give me that phone.
Read a book. Magic Tree House. That's your reading level.
Yeah, like, stay. See, and that's the
See, I went for Magic Tree House. I was Magic Tree House, the Black Lagoon, everything. Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit, and everything. I didn't have a phone until I got older.
Yeah, like way older.
Yeah. And she's with her, I got a Snapchat. I got a 48,000 scorched Snapchat. That means I Snapchat everyone because I'm a slut.
No, don't put that in the category. But
baby, she said she was going to send her tits to Michael.
That's probably because, obviously, I'm just saying, she is 12 years old with a phone. That speaks a lot to me because I don't think I would be that parent to give my child a phone. Now,
that parents trust her way too damn much.
Way too much.
We ain't giving Olivia a phone until she's like 25.
You know, I'm like, you know, I mean,
I trust Olivia, but
if everybody has to notice, I'm a hover parent.
No, you're not.
You know, like,
you're not a hover parent. You're just kind of like a side parent.
I'm a side parallel looking over your shoulder with a freaking loop-de-loop mirror, like a submarine scope, and I'm like sitting there like I'm not behind you.
I'm ready to attack.
It's like, I'm not behind you, but I guarantee I'm watching, kind of thing. Like that's me, because people take advantage of the innocent and the naive.
Yeah.
If you were ever like, I was naive when I was starting dating. I took advantage so much because I was naive, you know? Mm-hmm. People take advantage of that. So what am I doing giving a 12-year-old a phone thinking that she's going to know what to do? She's not going to know what to do. She's young and naive. She's borderline.
That was close.
No offense.
Don't say that.
You have to cut that.
I ain't going to cut it. No, I ain't going to cut. I'll beep it. I'll beep it. They're like, what was so bad for her to say that? She's like, well, you're a...
But I think it's like, they don't know what to do with that. They have a phone and that's actually got service. You know, you got actual service. You can do whatever you want on it. You're not going to make the best judgments. Because so it's like, well, it's just one picture. it's just one picture. What's going to be wrong with one picture? A lot could be wrong with it. You send that boy that picture of your tatas. I'm sorry, I'm getting riled up. You send a boy a picture of your tatas. He's going to show every one of his friends.
Yeah. And then,
every one of his friends.
Then you're going to be like, I don't know, you're going to go, like, I live by the movies. Okay?
Yeah.
I live by the movies. You send your picture to this guy. He's going to show every one of his friends. Right. And all of his friends are going to show their friends.
Yes.
And he's going to show the girlfriends.
Yeah.
And then those girlfriends are your friends.
Yeah, because they know how your chest looks because you have a single mole on your chest under your chin. They're like, wait, that looks like Cindy's chest. Oh my God, Cindy's in the picture. And
then you're going to come out the bathroom one day and look at the mirror and it's going to have lipstick written slut on it.
Yep.
And then you're known as the 12-year-old slut in school, and you got to live with that for the rest of your life.
And then you're going to have to change schools because you're being bullied.
Listen here, Sydney. Listen here, Sydney.
That's not her name, by the way.
No, it is her name. You listen here, Sydney. You need to just relax for a minute, okay? Ain't no 12-year-old boy can give you anything. I'm just going to be honest with you.
None.
They don't even know how to pull out. They don't even know how to jerk off properly.
Lord Jesus, we're talking about this right now.
I'm just saying. If you don't know, if your man can't jerk off properly, he can't pull out. Okay.
Well, for one, he's 12. He's not a man.
Well, I'm just saying.
Then again, what if it wasn't even a 12-year-old?
It's probably like a 20-year-old.
Yeah, like what if it's someone older?
No, for real. And that's the thought I had too. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to make it a business of mine.
Right.
I'm just going to make it a business of mine in the podcast, and I'm going to drop it.
Right.
And never have to see her fat ass again. Oh, God, she was a little chunky girl.
She's a chunky monkey.
She was a little chunky
monkey. Which is another thing, because when you're, because I'm a big girl, which means when I was 12, I was a big girl. You're even more naive. Mm-hmm. Because a boy shows you some form of attention.
She looked naive.
And you're like, oh my gosh, maybe I am beautiful. You know? But he's not. He just knows that he could easily manipulate you into doing something that you really shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
You know? I was glad that I was like under the whole mindset of, well, let's go back. When I'm 12, my sister's having her first daughter, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm about to be an aunt.
Ebony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew what things happen when you do certain things with someone's opposite sex.
Well, I think every 12-year-old is kind of, if your parents don't tell you, you already know.
You already know, but you don't really think about it until you see it.
It's like the stork.
Yeah, like...
Did Ebony come in the stork?
No, she did not come in the stork. Trust me. I was there. So it's like, my thing is like, if you don't have that visual of knowing what happens, you're still naive and don't know what happens. Mm-hmm. But I had that visual watching my sister for 9 months grow a human being in her belly. I knew, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is what happens when you do that.
It's so easy to access nowadays.
Right.
As well.
Yeah.
You go onto Google, you just type in 4 letters. Mm-hmm. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's literally free, that word. We can't say it on podcast. But it's just like, I mean, we probably could say it. I'm just not risking it right now.
No, we're not going to say it.
Until we get it, like, I don't know, 10 more viewers. We'll say it.
We're not going to say it even then.
No, but it's just like, easy to access.
Yeah.
So easy, you know? And I'm going to be honest, there's probably 9-year-olds that's probably watched it.
Oh,
you
Lord.
know? And it's really weird because it's just like, it wasn't easy to access when I was a kid. Nor you.
No.
You know, we had to go to the store to get a nudie magazine.
Right.
You know? Or have an older friend that has one.
Right.
You know?
Or be looking at them and then get caught by the store worker and have to run. Not me, that haven't happened with me.
No, it didn't happen to me either. But it's just like, my age group didn't see their first Tata until they were like 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. You know? There could be just 5-year-olds out there watching Tatas everywhere.
You know, that gives me that. That brings up a good.
It's disgusting. It's sad.
that brings up a good statement right there, because you're like saying 12, 13, which is normal. That's a normal time where boys tend to be curious about that stuff. Yeah. But girls were always like behind, But I think what's happening is role reverse. Girls are becoming more interested at a younger age, while the boys are kind of like, train sets. And now it's kind of reversed now.
Yeah.
Like the girls are more interested in it. Like the boys used to be interested back in, 10, 15 years ago. Now the boys are being more like, I'm going to stay a kid. While the girls were like, I want to be a young lady kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's reversed, which is a little bit more dangerous because girls are a lot more forward at a younger age.
It's like a bird in my hand.
Than boys were,
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm just saying.
Oh, gosh.
Like, the same thing is going on, but it's weirder when girls are more, I don't know, I don't want to say promiscuous, but curious.
Curious is a good word.
When girls are more curious about that stuff, it's dangerous because we can be a little bit more pushy.
You're damn right you can.
Than boys. Boys are more secretive. Like, I don't know if I want to say anything out loud, but girls will be like, hell, I'll talk about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, even at girls' sleepovers.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of girl-on-girl action happen at sleepovers nowadays.
I would not know because I was never invited to girl sleepovers.
I was. Oh. Yeah. Anyway.
But it kind of makes me not want to. I don't want Liv to go to another sleepover ever again.
I'm just joking. That shit don't. Like, Olivia would be smart enough to be like, yeah.
Will she?
No, she will. Okay. But, it's just like, she's like, yeah, I'm not comfortable with this.
Yeah.
I just did the hand to the throat motion. I'm like, don't say anything else about it.
Right.
But yeah. No.
Yeah.
You know who was very promiscuous as a child? Female.
Who?
Wendy Wildhog. She goes up to a boy. She's like, oh yeah, can I get a dick pic?
I feel like
she goes into random houses. Can I see your dick? Yeah, Wendy Wildhog. I'm joking.
Wendy, get out of here.
I'm joking. She's not like that. She's a good woman. Even though she kind of scares me, she's a good woman.
She does some weird stuff, and I'm glad I do not live where she lives. Because the odds of her randomly. And
now we're sued.
Right? I feel like we say a lot of stuff that's going to potentially get us in trouble.
Oh, yeah. This podcast is going to be the end of our lives.
Probably. That's kind of a scathy subject we're walking here.
But we're just telling the truth.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Besides Wendy Wildhog.
Yeah.
But, it's just like, we're just telling the truth.
About?
Trying to make y'all woke.
Woke.
We
really shouldn't say woke when one's a black person because that can make people really upset. If y'all didn't know, I'm black.
You're black?
I am blacker than black.
Well, that's the end of the podcast.
This is over. I had no idea. I'm never listening to this podcast again. I'm joking.
My mom. I thought she was a white woman. She's so mad right now. Oh, and
calm down.
By the way, Mom, I know you listen to every one of these. I cut a really big 10-minute part out because it was going to make you very mad. So instead of 33 minutes, it could have been 44 minutes. Okay?
And it's because, I told him to cut it out.
She told me to cut it out, so she saved you.
I saved you.
No, I saved
your life. I saved your life.
Well, and I appreciate it. I'm going to take another sip of my iced coffee here.
You want to put the microphone in your mouth?
Mm-hmm. Here, we'll switch. Well, folks, it happened again. Which is fine, because I was trying to hand her the computer, and she was going to hand me the mic. So I'm going to take a drink with the microphone in my mouth. Excuse me. Pardon. This is our ASMR. Oh God, I saw that. And sorry about that. Just had to get a drink.
Refreshing.
Refreshing. It was so refreshing.
On to the next subject.
What's up?
So I seen something that said 1993 was 30 years ago, which is right?
Yeah, 1933.
1993.
1993.
1933 was way more than 30.
1933 was 50 years ago, and I will stand by that.
I stand on that hill. I'm joking.
Yeah, 1993 was 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
I did the math this morning. I saw it. It was Kev on stage.
Yeah, it's Kev on stage.
And I was looking
Props
at it. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm almost 30 years old.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I got 5 more years.
I still see 19. Okay, if you guys haven't known, we have a really big age difference.
No, we don't.
But looking at that, I'm all like, I still think of them as little tykes. Little babies, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like 30, you know? It's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, they're younger than, well, for one, they're younger than me.
Not by much.
Not by much, but they're younger than me.
Tiger tots.
And I was like, when I was on the weird ideal. I was a weird kid. I'm not going to lie.
She was a weird little baby.
That it just ended with me. I guess it's like that younger kid syndrome.
Yeah.
When you're the younger sibling, you just automatically think everybody's older than you. And that you're just young everywhere you go.
Well, that's what I kind of got raised in. There was no one younger than me.
Yeah, so it's like you're younger. When you're the youngest everywhere you go, you just, like, in your family-wise, you live that day-to-day, you're the youngest in the house. You're the youngest sibling. You're the youngest, you know.
Yeah.
And you go out, you're like, I'm just the youngest everywhere I go. And it's like, nope. You're 14 and there's a 5-year-old running. Obviously, you are not the youngest everywhere you go.
You're old as hell now.
It's like, so it's kind of like, when you think, you're like, man, 1983 is obviously younger than me, but they're now on my level.
Yes.
You know, they're on the line I'm on, and that's crazy to me. Just crazy. Mm-hmm. And I know they're probably crapping their pants now because they're like, oh my God, I'm old. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, 30 doesn't
been here
old.
for a while. Kind of thing.
You know, and I want to pull this up too. Not about age, but I'm looking out and my ADHD's working at the moment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Last Sunday,
yeah,
when we did this,
yeah,
or was it Sunday? No, it wasn't Sunday.
We had to retake Monday.
We had to retake Monday.
Yeah.
But last Monday and Sunday, it was very nice.
It was very nice.
I had the window down just a little bit to let fresh air in.
Right.
I mean, it's staying pretty warm in here.
I got a blanket on.
Breath.
It's my blackness.
It's my hot breath.
It's my blackness. I'm creating heat.
I got a hot mouth.
I'm a generator.
RaJena. I got a hot mouth.
Yes, you do, actually.
Thank you. What the fuck?
I can't purr like normal people. I will never learn Spanish because I cannot roll my R's.
But
hence the speech impediment.
The speech impediment. She said, hence the speech impediment.
Silvery succotash.
Silvery succotash. So basically, Sunday and Monday was very nice. I had the window open. Yeah. It was cracked, whatever, let fresh air in.
I was wearing shorts.
And we are looking at a field of snow.
Snow everywhere.
And it's just
not much, but snow.
Yeah, it's not much snow. It's going to be probably gone by tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's just like, are you freaking kidding me?
Missouri.
I hate Missouri weather.
Missouri weather is so... It's like a woman on menopause.
And I will stand by that.
I'll stand by that.
I will cross that bridge any goddamn day.
Hot, cold. Craziness. Do you tell her slip is showing? Or do you just keep it to yourself because she might just go crazy?
Or do you just say, hey, pack up the moose knuckle, please?
I don't want to see it anymore.
I don't want to see it anymore. Pack up the moose knuckle.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, God, we're at 51 minutes, 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, we are.
Huh.
It's 10:58.
10:58.
10:58.
Wow.
In the a.m. Yeah, we do this in the morning.
Which is too early because I think I had too much coffee. I think this was a little bit too much coffee for me, so that's why I've been kind of like wild.
That's okay. This is a ragtag Wild West podcast.
I don't want to be that wild.
We are the...
Whoa,
No,
sis.
no. I want it to be like, not like dynamic banter wild.
No.
But I want us to...
Because that's their niche.
That's them.
You
and
know.
I respect them for that.
Right.
That's the first ever podcast I've heard like that.
They have good chemistry.
They do, like us. We have very good chemistry.
We had a rocky start.
When?
Today on this podcast.
We didn't have a rocky start. It was good.
I mean, you were in jail for 7 minutes?
I was in jail for 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So, I'm glad you're out now.
I am too.
Because Mr. Whiskers, the podcast, would be nothing without you. And Mr. Whiskers.
Excuse me.
Pardon.
Anyway, pardon. Yeah, no. But this is fun though.
This is fun.
I like doing this. I mean, I really don't care if we get any views.
I mean, the people who do listen to it,
it's just nice for us to. Yeah, thank you.
We thank you for listening
Thank
to it,
you.
and you guys suffering through my speech impediment because I do have one.
Now, all the gentlemen that listen to this, we have an annual July 4th party. What we usually do is we go down into the basement and we have a circle jerk. If you want to come along,
I provide the snacks.
she provides the snacks.
Like actual food, not me. I'm not the snack.
Well, thank God. Because you're my sweets.
I'm his snack.
Ain't nobody's sweets. And you listen here, you big-headed babies. The ones that are listening to this just to hear RaJena. I'll kiss your mom on the mouth.
Nobody's coming here to hear my speech impediment, babe.
Shut up.
Suffer, suck that. She's talking about Ratatouille? I'm joking now.
Oh, and there's that laugh. My mom's like, gingery. Okay. Well, I think this is probably the closest we can get to the end of the podcast because it's starting to act up again.
Just a little bit.
So, yeah. You got anything else to talk about? I mean, I switched HDMIs. I think the HDMI on this side is...
Well, this way you're not going around.
Yeah, true.
You know.
It's just going straight out.
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about 40 more minutes.
No, let's not do that. This coffee is kicking. See, I don't know why I woke up this morning and said, I'm going to get me a coffee. Knowing that I'm just like...
With her speech impediment.
With my speech?
I'm going to get a coffee.
Go get a coffee. Suck that. But I was like, let me get a coffee so I could wake up because it's early and I just woke up. But that's... And my brain is saying... We're on the ride of our life right now.
Mm-hmm, brother.
And my mouth is saying, what are we talking about? Kind of thing. So, I think we should cut this.
Yep, I think it's time to ride.
Right into the sunset with Mr. Whiskers.
He's shooting laser beams out of his ass.
And I'm like, whoa!
And grapes. All right.
Oh, God.
Well, this has been the podcast. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
You got anything last words to say?
Thank you for enduring another episode with my speech impediment.
And thank you for listening to her speech impediment.
Suffering succotash.